You can see how shiny both are. And then over here, you can see the paper starting to buckle. For those who love working on wet techniques with watercolor, let me share to you how I stretch my papers. You'll need a plywood, a gun tucker, or maybe just a regular stapler, and something where you can soak your paper, like a mega box, or a trash bin, or even a bathtub. I have here an unused trash bin. Then let's take our paper and soak it in the water. Then I'll set my timer to 5 minutes. This is Baohong watercolor paper. Next thing you want to do is test if the paper is limp. See? Okay, I think that would do. Lay it flat on a plywood. I'm using a 1/2 inch marine plywood. Next with this clean sponge, clean damp sponge, I'm just gonna flatten this out. That's enough. And then with the gun tucker, secure the paper in place. For comparison purposes, I'm gonna tape down an unstretched paper beside this one. I'm just gonna let this dry and then I'll place masking tape in the borders to protect my brushes. Okay, this is dry now. Let's test if this is gonna buckle by wetting the whole area with clean water. Tried to wet both papers as equally as I could. You can see how shiny both are. And then over here you can see the paper starting to buckle, creating hills and valleys. Well, this one is good to go. The last part would be the hardest one. Since I don't have a pliers type staple wire remover, I'm gonna use this tool. And carefully remove the wires. Now this part of the paper would be damaged, but I don't have to worry about it because when I'll have this painting framed, that part would be covered. Do I need to stretch my paper? Well, it depends on your technique. If you're like me who loves working on wet techniques, then you should. If you wanted to avoid those hills and valleys that the paper creates when it's so wet, or maybe you can even purchase a watercolor block, which is a little bit more expensive than watercolor pads. Whichever works best for you, go for it. Okay, that's it. Let me know in the comments below if this video helped or if you have other suggestions on how we could stretch our papers.